Legends, legends, legends. That's all I ever hear in the comments on what we should do with the DLC for WWE 2K24. The DLC for WWE 2K23 was okay. I really enjoyed the Steiner brothers. I mostly enjoyed Bray Wyatt and Wade Barrett. But then there were other things that had me scratching my head, like getting Zeus but no Rip. I mean, sure, we can go into community creations and create whatever we want, which is all fine and dandy, and we have some of the best creators on the planet doing their work on the community creations, and I tip my hat off to every single one of those people because they keep this game flowing all year long for me. But when it comes to the downloadable content, I think a lot of us just enjoy getting that authentic music with the character models, as well as their custom Trons and everything else that goes with it. Which brings me to what we should be doing for the DLC in WWE 2K24. As a lot of you know, I've been making a lot of videos on wish lists for WWE 2K24, and a lot of people have come in massive numbers to put their comments in on what they think should be in the game, as well as DLC. There are tons of legends that were in these franchises over the years, but this year we kind of just missed the ball. We did get Harley Race, we got a lot of people like Steiner Brothers, but we missed out on a Ric Flair, we missed out on a Dusty Rhodes, including the first game that we've gotten Cody Rhodes in. I don't understand why we didn't get a Dusty Rhodes. This year I'm expecting at least a Terry Funk. Maybe give us a Nation of Domination pack with the whole crew. A Nation version of The Rock. We have Farouk in the game. But we didn't get no D'Lo, we didn't get no Kama, we didn't get no Ahmed Johnson, and we didn't get a Mark Henry, and I don't think that's coming either, considering he's in AEW. But there's a lot of other things we can think of. Demolition would be great from the 80s. We'd love to see some Texas Tornado action. I'd definitely like to see a Ric Flair getting in this game. How about give us some extra versions of Roddy Piper or even Hulk Hogan? We can get the Hulk Hogan without a bandana, for instance. Once again, I'm sure we can just go to community creations and create these type of things. But you would miss out on the custom features of the music and the Trons. Now a lot of people in the comments are going to say, why don't they just add Spotify to it? Well, let me tell you something. That licensing is probably pretty expensive, and I don't see 2K paying for that anytime soon. So no more custom music like we had back in the Xbox 360 days. But when it comes down to DLC, we don't have to just be limited to a roster. I would like to see more things like alternate attires. A lot of people in the community would just like alternate attires, and no, I don't understand it myself because you can, once again, just download that alternate attire on community creations. But a lot of people are requesting it, so why not just throw it in? I'd also like to see maybe a weapons DLC. Why not shake things up a little bit? We don't always have to have wrestlers as DLC. We used to have good custom packs that had the WCW Nitro Arena. I would like to see some good old WCW packs. I'm talking a Bash at the Beach that is a legitimate Bash at the Beach. Why can't we get stuff from the year 1997 when WCW was actually good? I don't need a 1994 or 96 version of Starrcade. No, I want 1997 because that is the best year of WCW and everybody knows it. I like to see maybe a WCW War Games version of the match enter into the game, maybe as a DLC, and get that good old arena fall brawl. Maybe even throw some ECW things in there. It's kind of weird that we own the property rights to all these amazing companies and memories, yet we don't put proper use to them. We don't see the good old WCW arena. We don't see the good old ECW arena. We don't even see the old school Attitude Era WrestleManias or anything like that. Some retro WrestleMania arenas would be nice. There's lots of possibilities when it comes to DLC. Like I said, I would like them to not just limit it to a roster per se, but when it comes down to it, I think the most cried for thing for downloadable content is definitely the Legends. Now, don't sell this game short, because I don't think that Legends should just be available only in DLC. They need to have some characters in the game that complement this DLC, just as I was talking about earlier with Zeus and Rip. There's workarounds for the greatest tag teams of all time. Obviously, I'd like to see a Legion of Doom make it into the game. When we're talking about Legends, these names could be endless, because you're never going to make everybody happy in this one, because when it comes to the Legends, a lot of people have a lot of different favorites, and that's okay. But I would like to see a lot more made it in, and not just the WWE versions of the Legends. We need some people that really haven't made their way to the franchise yet, that may no longer be with us, and there could possibly be ways to relive their career in the game as well. Now, when it comes down to downloadable content, I've already given you one pack idea that we must have, and that is the Bray Wyatt pack, which I think you shouldn't skip out on because we no longer have Bray Wyatt with us. I would like to see every single character that Bray Wyatt has ever played in this. I know that in the past games, we've gotten different versions of The Undertaker. We've gotten 15 different John Cenas in one. Last year's game, we had 22 different versions of Rey Mysterio. You know how it goes. We got different versions from different eras. Now sure, you can go and download these things on Community Creations, but once again, it doesn't come with that custom Tron, it doesn't come with that custom music. And that is what we want as a community when it comes down to it. The more authentic, the better. This is a simulation game. We would like to simulate it. I would like to have one of my wrestlers come out with the proper music, the proper Tron. I would like to see a DX pack maybe make it in to where we get the full D-Generation X music, which is everybody has been talking about. I would love to see Road Dogg enter the game. I'd love to see an X-Pac. We seen Road Dogg last year. I don't understand why we took him out this year. Get Road Dogg back in the game. You got X-Pac in the game, which is fantastic. Give us the old school Triple H, the old school Shawn Michaels. That way we can have an old school feud against the Nation of Domination. Make this happen, WWE 2K. When it comes down to other DLC ideas, if you're not putting them in these comments, then maybe you should put them in the comments in this video right here. I hope you have a great day.